Hey curl, hey, my name is Lorens and I am a curly hair specialist, and I found a bunch of questions on the internet while I was scrolling through some content, so I wanted to answer all of your burning curly hair questions while I style my own hair for volume. What do I ask tell a hairstylist that doesn't specialize in curly hair when getting a haircut? Curly specialists are expensive, the layers are always so choppy, have no volume, and bang pieces come out too short. Curly haircuts are expensive because it takes a lot of money to get specialized for them. In cosmetology school, you do not get any training like specifically on techniques or methods. So like balayage training, you don't really get that. You don't get any extension training. You don't get lash extension training. You literally just get enough training to make sure that you get your actual license. And that's it. So curly hair is a specialty, and if you are going to a curly hair specialist, then you have gone to somebody who has taken the time, the hours, the knowledge to really deep dive into curly hair and what it takes to cut and style it and take care of you. So that could be why it's so expensive. Second thing is, curly haircuts are meant for curlies who style their hair 85-90% curly most of the time. If you are not wearing your hair curly 85+90% of the time, then I don't recommend a curly cut. You know why I don't recommend a curly cut? Because most of us have different varying curl textures all over our heads. It is very common, and what ends up happening whenever you get a curly cut and you're not wearing it curly most of the time is that one, you could be giving yourself heat damage whether you realize it or not, and two, you could very well be creating differing lengths. So in a curly cut, it is a dry cut specialized for your curls at the time in their curly state. So say you have wavy pieces and you have really curly pieces, well, they're going to be a little disconnected until you style them all curly and they're all good to go and blended. Whenever you straighten them, depending on how curly you are, like type 3 and curlier, then you can really get really choppy and uneven depending on your curl type. So that could be why your layers are really choppy, or you just got a really bad haircut. Sorry. When it comes to volume, volume is a styling technique. It is not in the cut. Volume and definition are both in styling and in product usage, and I feel like a lot of first-time clients don't really understand that, so that's something that we talk about a lot in salon. When it comes to your bang pieces, that's honestly such a preference. When it comes to my first-time clients, I always cut everything just a little bit longer because I have had experiences in the past where I've cut a little too short and then I hydrate them in a way that they've never been hydrated before, and they end up feeling a lot shorter than they intended. Now, whenever you are talking to a curly hairstylist that maybe doesn't specialize in curly hair, you have to really make sure you do your research. That comes for any hairstylist. Whether they are curly, whether they do traditional hair, you want to make sure that A, they do texture that looks a lot like yours. If you are someone who doesn't wear extensions and all you see on that stylist page is extensions, they're probably not the right stylist for you. Or if you want to keep really beautiful long hair and all they have on their page is pixie cuts, probably not the hairstylist for you. So do your homework. I highly recommend to come in with a bunch of pictures, because pictures of what you really like or what you really don't like are going to tell me a whole lot more than you trying to decipher what's going on. I have had a lot of clients who have had miscommunications with prior stylists, and the stylist before me didn't go in depth with their consultation to really figure out what they were wanting, so they left unhappy. So when in doubt, always bring pictures and do your very best to just describe what you're looking for, and if you don't know what you want, tell them exactly what you don't want. Okay, next question. I don't know how or when to use mousse. Is it needed? How? So I love using mousse because it is a very lightweight hold and it's such an easy styler depending on how strong of a hold it is. Most mousse and foams are volumizing, they're lightweight, they're not going to give you much hold, they're great for volume styling. Depending on how much hair you have and the type of hair, like fine, curly, coarse, all that good stuff, it really depends on how much you would use. I love using the I Create Lift volumizing foam in salon, and whenever I use that, honestly, I end up using anywhere from like 2 to 5 pumps depending on the length of the client's hair and also the styling outcome they're looking for. Is it needed? No. No products are ever like truly needed except maybe a strong hold if you're looking for longevity. And then if you are wondering on how to style, let me know and I can show you how to use mousse. Okay, I can't get my hair to last more than 2 days. I re-wet almost every 2 days. I don't always add more products, but restyle. My cut is similar and I just can't seem to find the right mix. Okay, so if you can't get your hair to last you more than 2 days, that means you're not styling for definition. You're not styling for longevity. What does that mean? You probably don't have enough water in your hair. You probably don't have enough strong hold gel or spray. Gel is your best friend. Water is your best friend. I don't know why people try to avoid it. So if you are looking for a longevity styling, let me know and I can make a video about that. Curl activating creams are not working for me at the moment and I have a bunch in my cupboard. Grr, you are not alone. Curl activating creams are wild to me. You know why? Because you know what the most abundant styling, like holy grail product is? It's water. Water. Literally every single one of us curlies just needs water, and curl activating creams don't do anything except give you the illusion of hydration and moisture that water would give you, and they just weigh most of you down. So if you're using like a curl activating cream on like day 2, 3, 4, 5 hair, you're literally just making your hair heavy. So get rid of it. I can show you how to use that. Gel. I feel like I can never get good results. Gel is stringy, bad results, or doesn't crunch out fluffy. Okay, if you are using a stronger hold gel and you are getting bad results that you're like, okay, it's getting a little too crunchy, it's not fluffy at all, it's really stringy, that means a couple of things. The main one, can you tell the reoccurring theme? The main one is you're not using enough water in your hair. And then the second is you might be styling with not enough sections, or you are using a very small bristles in your brush, and that is giving you really stringy curls. If you want long lasting hair that feels nice and fluffy, use a whole lot of water and a strong hold gel and you'll be good to go. Curl cream. I can never get anything good no matter how I try it. Well, that depends on several factors. Are you styling for definition? Are you styling for volume? I love using curl creams on chemically treated and color treated curlies because they might need to equalize their porosity. Or I use it on really high density curlies that have tighter textures because maybe they want to feel elongated. Or maybe I'm using a curl cream because I want a lot of volume and I want it to feel fluffy. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. I could do a whole video on curl creams. Let me know in the comments if you want to know more about how to use a cream for curls. I would be interested in aging curly hair for us older adults. My hair texture is starting to change, not as smooth, undefined, and starting to gray, but not fully gray yet. I want to tame and smooth the frizz. So when it comes to a lot of ladies, we already know that curly hair can just be a little crazy. You got to learn how to embrace the curl chaos is what I like to say. But when it comes to aging curly hair, and that means if you're silvery, if you've got white, you got some tinsel going on, then that means that the melanin is slowly being taken out of your hair strands, and it just makes the hair a little bit more unruly because it needs more hydration. You're gonna get hydration from water, and whenever you are styling, you really want to make sure that you're using hydrating shampoos and conditioners as well as stronger hold products to really help tame and keep frizz together. When in doubt, water and a strong hold gel are going to be your best friend if you're looking for a lot more control and structure in your curls. Products to help elongate my curls, not shrink them. So products can help with elongating your curls, but really what I recommend is maybe weighing down your curls just a little bit. You could use just a little bit of cream. You could use a stronger hold gel. And then really what I recommend is diffusing and hover diffusing for a prolonged period of time to really set everything in place. If you're diffusing and you're scooping like this, you're literally gonna make your curls as tight as possible and you're gonna make it really small and curly and bouncy. But if you're wanting elongation, then you just want to hover. It might take you a longer period of time to dry, adding more creams, stronger hold stylers, and hovering for a long period of time, but you'll get the results you're looking for. Shampoos and conditioners for less than $5 with the quality of Innersense Organic. That ain't possible. You know why? Innersense Organic Beauty is made out of clean ingredients that are ethically sourced and taken with love and formulated with love. There are 3,000 never any ingredients. There's a whole list on their website that talks about the lack of silicones, parabens, parabens, resins, plastics, all these things that are in all of these other companies, like drugstore companies, that are just putting fillers in their products, which make you, one, have to use way more, so you're buying faster, and two, they just mess with your body. Who wants to style with formaldehyde? Who wants to style with so many alcohols and silicones that your hair feels dry and brittle and frizzy and plasticky? No one wants that. So if you're looking for quality shampoo and conditioner, you already know that it's an Innersense Beauty, so go ahead and buy it. Get yourself the little travel size. I highly recommend. You will never go back. They're so concentrated. A liter size bottle literally takes me and my husband a year to go through, and I will never go back. I'm married to the shampoos and conditioners. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and diffuse my hair, and we'll come back to finish this out. All right, and I am all set to go. I ended up using Innersense Organic Beauty's Quiet Calm Curl Control and I Create Hold for this style out. I ended up using more cream to make sure that my curls are nice and soft and fluffy. Then I Create Hold, which is a strong hold gel. I haven't used I Create Hold on myself in a hot minute, just because I have been kind of obsessed with I Create Curl Memory, and I can do a whole separate video on her because I do need to get more of her in my next order. But yeah, if you like this rapid fire Q&A with me, I would love to talk to you more. Let me know if you have any more questions or would specifically like to see anything else in the comments below. I can't wait to talk to you, and I hope that we can figure out all of your curly questions and concerns so that we can give you the curls of your dreams. All right, peace out, and I'll talk to y'all next time, curlies.